And we're going to talk some more Eric Johnson. If you didn't notice there, I was playing Lonely in the Night, some of the solo. So anyway, and later on in the solo, so he goes up like this. You see what he's doing there? He's going 3-note per string pentatonic. All right, and then on the next two sets of strings, he goes like this. F minor 7 arpeggio. And then on the top two strings, he just does F minor arpeggio. So look at that. So he's all together he goes. So he like thins out the notes. He starts with a 5-note, scale. Then he does a 4-note arpeggio, and then he does a 3-note triad. That is so brilliant, I don't know how he thought of that. So, and then he intersperses that these awesome, huge, grandiose licks with these nice melodic ideas, like. And he lets your ear reset. Then here, ready for the next lick? Here he goes. And then he goes. So it's just brilliant phrasing. So, and lots of cool, just really neat pentatonic ideas. Really neat. And so he does this thing a lot. Well, let's talk about Camel's Night Out, so it starts. And so what he's doing there is, and it doesn't come through across on the recording, he's doing a sequenced arpeggio. It's really tough. You kind of creep your way forward. Okay, continuing. So there are some awesome licks there. So what's he doing? He starts off with this C major arpeggio. And just goes up this, which is B flat, D, F. So that's just a B major. And then he goes. So what? So that lick is just a C major triad, and then a scale fragment, and then a pentatonic, and then he works his way up through C7. Then he does the same thing up a fourth. He's on F major now. Another sequenced arpeggio. This time he's doing it B flat. Or he could do maybe this. Yeah, I love this guitar. I've been playing this more and more often. This is my RG Swirl Prestige J Custom. Yeah, so then let's keep going. So he goes back to C. This, here we go. Hey, Australian. Good eye, mate. Oh, you're sick of that. But, so what's going on here is, he's doing this in fifths. Yeah, I know Troy Grady talks about pick slanting. I just don't see how that's a useful concept. I mean, I know, it's never, I've analyzed, the guitar technically in a lot of different ways, and I don't think it's never really come up which way I slant my pick. Maybe I need to just learn more about it before I shoot my mouth off. seems like if it was really important, though, I would have heard Frank Gambale talk about it. But anyway, let's go on here to what he's doing. So he's doing this lick. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the economy guys don't really need to worry about the slanting stuff. I think that's more for the strict alternate pickers, like, you know, Al Di Meola, Paul Gilbert. So he goes on to do this lick. And this is like those like pentatonic arpeggios that Jason Becker talked about. I've been kind of working on those. Oh, I'm just going through my heavily edited Venus Isle book, you know, that I've worked through and whited out and highlighted and put all the marks in, and you know, I work out a lot of my picking ahead of time, most of it, to make the stuff easier, you know. Thank you. Thank you. There's always stuff to work on, though. But anyway, so Becker was talking about this. And that's just a badass, you know, sound. This is from the solo to It's Showtime. From the Eat 'Em and Smile album, you know. I've been playing like since 1988. You know, I first started after hearing that. I was like, Sweet Child of Mine. Oh man, that's awesome. I gotta learn that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of old now, a little bit. 40, gonna be 42 a little bit later this year. So I guess I'm 41 then. Yeah, well, have fun. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. Just pick, you know, a lot of people worry about gear at kind of after 2 years or so. I just say pick whatever your hero plays. Like for me, it was kind of like Paul Gilbert and Steve Vai, and they just played Ibanez, and I went with that, and I used the same amps as them. I tried to, and just shut up and practice, you know. Washburns are good. I have a few Washburns. I love them. Well, I don't know what you mean by smooth. It helps to have a tone with a lot of mid-range. You know, yeah, practice. No, I started guitar first, and I started piano like about 8 years later when I was about 20, when I was in college. I I heard Chopin, and I was like, oh man, I gotta try play some of that stuff. The Chopin etudes. And I started with the first etude, C major, and just yeah, I've been working on those pentatonic arpeggios, you know. Yeah, for my album, I found it's a good producer. My album's called Presto. That's my old album. My new album's called Transcendental Executioner by Marshall Harrison. Here, I got something for that. Here's the album cover. Is that reversed? I hope it's not. And that's the album cover. And I'm gonna put this in the background. Put it right here. Okay, good. Yeah. So, I just found a good producer who was really professional, and just I booked studio time, and I found a producer who could read music. I was recording a lot of classical stuff, and but with a rock tone, with an overdriven tone, and we took time and just went through it and recorded this stuff, and see what you think. Some Paganini in there. There's a lot of diverse music, and my next album's gonna be all originals coming up. Yeah, I know. It's the best part of the internet. Just learning and interacting at a distance. Yeah, I do Skype lessons. Email me at marsh1@live.com, and we'll talk about lessons. If anybody wants to take lessons, I got a pretty open calendar right now. What did you ask about? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. Marsh1@live. Yeah, that's it. I like to jam in. I haven't really learned it in a bunch of different positions, but that's the harmonic major scale. Very, very mysterious sounding, unique, beautiful, haunting scale. But anything melodic minor is great. Anything in harmonic minor is great. But you don't want to shred all over the neck in major, though, in diatonic major. Because there's too many avoid notes. Like the fourth, too many avoid intervals. Like that stuff, it's just, there's some just bad notes that don't sound good, like this. Like this sounds pretty good, right? That's pretty good. But what about this? What about this? That just does nothing. It doesn't make you feel anything, really. So that's an avoid note. That's the avoid interval, like F over a C chord, It just leads you in a whole another ball of wax that's not, I don't know, it just doesn't say anything. It doesn't speak to your soul, So, yeah, I was in a band called Black Sheep. I moved to LA to be a member of it in 1999. We did a small tour, and we got some radio play, and went to some radio stations. Really cool. Check it out. And some really good guitar stuff on there. Good tone. We got a great tone because we had some custom amps built from Mike Morin. He's a amp genius in LA, and so check it out. It's Black Sheep. There's a rap group called Black Sheep. I wasn't in the rap group Black Sheep. I was in the hard rock. We had a black lead singer, Willie, and he could really belt it out, and he played great bass, and yeah, so check that out, Black Sheep. God, what was the name of I forgot the name of our album right now. Damn. But we went on tour. I know that was fun. Well, yeah, Lydian dominant is the fourth mode of C melodic, melodic minor. So that's it. Yeah, you're just playing a different mode of melodic minor. You're starting on a different note, but it's the same thing. Yeah, so that's the old C melodic minor. So anyway, let's get back to some Eric Johnson stuff. No. It should be like. Yeah, that's the end of the solo from It's Showtime by Jason Becker, David Lee Roth. So it goes like. Yeah, it's really tough to play up to tempo altogether. Yeah. Love that lick. That's so cool. He also does like a. Yeah, it's Jason Becker. Yeah, thank you. No, my teacher taught me about economy picking for my first lesson. I was really lucky to have a teacher who went to GIT, and he knew about all the latest stuff, and he had seen a few Gambale, clinics, and so he knew about how he even knew some pretty advanced, like sweeping with some hammer-ons. Like sixes, like Van Halen sixes, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. yeah, that's I can burn that pretty fast because I'm using Swibert picking. I guess I could just cross over. I don't know. It's pretty similar. It's easier with 4 notes per string because you can go, your pick gets turned around. Hi, Argentinian. Hi, Bruno. I take the same approach as Halsworth. I like to find chords. Where you pick a voicing and you kind of just use it and slide it around and see what kind of colors you get. And Halsworth does that a lot too, or did that, and rest in peace. Yeah, that's a great Halsworth chord right there. You might want to try and do an open D, but you can't because you're playing this. No, they pretty much, I do the same thing. I have a 29 fretter back here and a 30 fret Ibanez, and it's the same. I just do the same thing on those, My favorite scale would have to be, in all honesty, the Mixolydian flat 6. I love the sound of the flat 6. It's that real. Really like a heroic. Yeah, that's right. No avoid note there. Yeah, I like Bumblefoot's Chopin is Fantasy Impromptu. Yeah. That lick was taken right off the piano, that's. That's octave displaced chromatic scale, I'm playing a whole tone scale in this hand, and then in this hand too. So it's 2 whole tone scales, a half step apart, and that makes a chromatic scale. That gets all the notes in there. 6 notes, 6 notes, 12 notes. There's chromatic scale. Probably Franz Liszt. I read his biography, the 3-part biography by Alan Walker. He was just had the best attitude towards music, the most adventurous, I just think he liked to improvise. He just was good to people. He was just nice, respectful. He just had the best attitude. Some of them were so petty, and he just wasn't. I think if I trying to be, I want to try and be more like him. Not just in how to play, but just in how you treat other people. With respect, and always try and stay positive. Yeah, I like Zappa. I'm not really into his guitar, but I like the Black Page. I like soloing over his progressions. There's a lot of fun. But he wrote great music. He was a great composer. Just let's see what else I was working on here. Got some cool stuff. Yeah, I was just going through there. Young Guitar did this 30th anniversary issue, and they went through like some of the best licks of the this is from 1999, and they went through some of the best licks of the past like 30 years, and I just picked off a few and kind of rewrote them. They had how Jeff Watson does the 8-finger thing. I transcribed it, so just you don't have to finger tap it. You can just go. I can't do the B major one. Well, I'll just do it. That's a Garced lick, though. I have to give proper credit. And then there's this. Anybody recognize that? That's Yngwie, of course. But I like to try and play those arpeggios, not just on the top 3 strings. Try and play them all over the place, Yeah, there's a great direction for neoclassical. Trying to go beyond just Bach, Like, let's hear you try and, they're trying to do that. It's hard as hell, but like, hey, let's start approaching like Chopin and, Liszt, and you don't have to stay stuck back here with, Paganini, Beethoven, they're great, they're awesome, but, you want to hear new ideas, new sounds, new intervals, new scales, all that. So let's try and recapture some of that magic from Chopin, Alcan, Liszt, Mendelssohn even, and then maybe even to Rachmaninoff, maybe even to, the late Romantics. Let's try and use some of just get inspired by their work instead of just sticking with the Papa Bach. He was great, but I think we fully explored a lot of what he did. Here's another great lick. I'll play it again. Oh. So that's that was Tony McAlpine from Maximum Security, It's pretty cool. It goes from E minor to B major. It's a pretty cool idea. And that's I Am a Viking. So the you want to see the octave displaced chromatic? That's you got to be able to tap. You got to be able to tap the whole tone scale and that kind of pattern. It's hard to hit the note with the pinky, you know, you'll miss. So let's try it. So the thing you got to do is you got to line up, make sure you set your setup right. So you want to hit like what is this, a major 7. So make sure you're doing a major 7. So it's just the same scale in each hand, but just you're a major 7 apart. There you have it. You can try and do it with hybrid picking. Oh, wait, how does it go? That's hard. Yeah. You can even play Flight of the Bumblebee like that if you're insane, like I used to be. I forgot how to do it. Yeah, I don't know about Paul Gilbert. Paul Gilbert has incredible picking. I mean, when he plays, he can even play Bach with like convincingly. So they can do some Bach preludes and prestos and all that. But as far as legato, I just don't like that type of legato. That whole. It's that whole like pick where whenever I remember from the video, I watched the video like 10,000 times. Whenever you change strings, you pick. That's his legato, you know. Just and you can just hear the pick. I don't like hearing the pick. It's got to be all the same tone, you know. You know, you got to try and be like attempt to be Halsworthy and more. You know, where each note is the same velocity. You know. Well, and also you have to I'll do only hammer-ons. That's the key to Halsworth legato. You have to barely pick. Keep the pick the same volume as the hammered notes, but you also have to only hammer. You know, because you can get that, you know, honky kind of sound. He used a great word for it. I'm not the best, but thanks. Yeah. And I like when Halsworth in his solos, like off Metal Fatigue, he would go, he would like do these like, sort of like just nice sequences, you know, that it's easy to understand, because you can get run away with legato and get like too confusing, and that listener can't understand the idea, you know. You got to think of your listener and keep things so his ear can understand it, you know. You don't want to get too complicated, like. you know, whatever. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry to say. I'm embarrassed. I don't know. Rick Graham. I think I've seen some of his stuff. He transcribed a really amazing solo by a keyboardist. I like when he did that. That was great. Yeah, I don't really focus on guitar players because then you just end up sounding like another guitar player. I try and listen to keyboard, violin, saxophone, 158 saxophone exercises, clarinet, daily clarinet exercises. This is a great. This is all the Paganini Caprices transcribed for a 7-string guitar. I just found this online. Really amazing stuff. I forgot the guy. Some guy did it for like a PhD. For his PhD dissertation. Anyway, that's really awesome. If I'm going to listen to a guitar player, it's going to be like the very, you know, highest echelon guy. There's so many guys. You have to stick, you know, you have to discriminate. You know, you have to study just. But you know, I love, you know, I grew up like this is great. This Pat Metheny guitar etudes, that's great. And you know, this is great studying the Mr. Big, the first album. Eric Johnson, Via Musicom. I love these. I love these guitar recorded versions. You know. Well, I'll have to check Mr. Graham out if he's half as amazing as you say he is. York Bowen, obscure composers. You know, not everyone's like world famous. It's great music. This sounds unbelievable on guitar. Look at that. The number 10 prelude. Yeah. And then, of course, Bach, Well-Tempered Clavier. This is great. It's awesome. I recorded this on my album. I recorded the number 5, which is an amazing guitar study. Anyway, yeah, he's great. He's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah, I would. Another thing that helps me to be smooth is to. I would not try and force like a square peg into a round hole. You know, like. You know, just that you have to search for the patterns that are most efficient. You know. You know, and that happens to be that a whole tone scale is really a comfortable fingering there. You know, and just find out what's most comfortable for your hand. That's what Horowitz would do in his amazing transcriptions on the piano. he would just find out has the most bang for its buck musically, you know. Most helpful picking exercises. Um, Something like that, where I'd sweep through. It also sounds good in Mixolydian. The only time you get that is when you like try to do stretching, incredible stretching, while trying to do something really dexterous, you know, something fast. And as long as you avoid that, you should be okay. But if you're gonna try and be, you know, Sean Lane and whatever. Yeah, you're gonna get, and then you got to shake it out. It starts to hurt, you know. Always shake it out. Yeah. You kind of sweep through. Yeah, the lick that where I like discovered how Swiberd works was the Eugene's Trick Back from Crossroads. Yeah. Oh yeah, do that. Yeah, get in touch with me. We'll talk about lessons. So, and it's so great because, thank you. So, your middle finger can come in. Yeah, I want to have at least 1 hour long, you know, community jam session. Well, I guess just me for now, but yeah, I've seen others where they go for an hour, and I'm gonna have it. This will be my extended one. Anyway, so yeah, so. And anyway, you can keep going it like with yeah, you can just keep going on that because it's so efficient. You know, you just yeah, it's all it's a lot of practice, you know. But you really got to get the fingers coordinated and synchronized. You know, the hands before you can. Yeah, I've practiced since 2002. I've been working on Swiberd picking. You know, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, so I kind of have a sort of a leg up in that regard. But I mean, it's pretty simple idea, and it's really effective. That I think you can run with it. Just once you just get a little bit of practice on your fingers. Yeah. You'll see there's a blues lick. Well, at least it's out of the blues scale. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I guess I don't play out enough. I wish I was a little bit more world renowned, world recognized. I don't know. I guess we need another story on Jimi Hendrix, or something for the millionth time. We need to learn how to play Purple Haze. Let's hear that again. But whatever. I think I'll get my due eventually one day. Maybe you could get in touch with the editor at Guitar World or something, and if all the money I've spent on gear, I would like to get a little bit of recompense just for the gear, the money I've spent on my gear. I don't have like the most amazing guitars in the world, but I have a few kind of pricey ones. It'd be nice if they paid for themselves. But it's not critical. Yeah, Troy's really cool. He's got an incredible brain. What a great mind. Yeah, that'd be fun to do. Sit and play at NAMM and jam. I'd love to do that. No, this is tough. Yeah. So yeah, I end up melting my own brains a lot of the time too. So I got to take a break in a little bit. We'll stop at an hour. We'll go to 60 minutes. But yeah, I would do like. Actually, it'd probably be better just to do that symmetrical for now. But I always like trying to be musical. With some of these things, trying to be as musical as possible because you know, nothing's worse than just shit that doesn't sound good. You know, it just doesn't sound good. So just, there's no use for it. I have no use for stuff that sounds like shit. So that's from yeah, I haven't really used YouTube to its fullest. I only have like 8,000 subscribers because I take like 6 months to put up a new video. That's just unacceptable if you want to get the big, you know, huge subscriber lists. I need to be more active on YouTube because it is a great resource. Isn't that how Justin Bieber was discovered, apparently, via YouTube? Unfortunately, or whatever. Another great. Well, no, that's not a hybrid lick. Yeah, Justin Bieber. I would practice like, you know, I wouldn't practice when I played piano a lot more, and I was practicing a lot on the piano. I would practice stuff in the pieces. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I would practice the exercises would be what was typical in the actual pieces. So I wouldn't work on an exercise per se. My exercises would come straight from Chopin, straight from Liszt, you know, straight from the master. So not just, you know, you're not just you're not practicing something you can't use in an improvisation setting. So like, so great. So I would practice these. I would practice these these things sound great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You gotta hit the bricks, get out there. I might have to move to LA. You know, really. You know, they say you can make it on the the internet and all that, but you kind of have to be in Los Angeles to really make the music business. Where in the Northeast are you? And now it's time to end it. Thanks to that guy right there. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Danilo. I'll be shutting it down thanks to that guy with the green hair who ruined it for everybody. Good job, dickhead. No, seriously. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later. Yeah, maybe Nashville or LA. That's the answer. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining in and with the questions. And album. If you haven't got it, please buy it. Really. Pretty good. Really good, I think. I'm trying to be modest. I am modest. No, seriously. We'll see you later. Awesome. Thank you for buying it. Really. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.